Hey guys, this is day 97 of startup. So last few days I had been stuck on an obstacle that I also talked about in my previous videos. I thought more on that and I realized that a big part of the problem why I'm not able to solve it is not the technical issue, but it is the way how I am approaching this as a business. So when I was trying to find an ideal solution to this problem, I was thinking of a customer who is overcritical and who wants a perfect solution that is very, very easy to use. And I could not find any solution that would meet these requirements. However, I had ideas which ranged from simple to complex and which would have taken a lot of time for me to experiment. But then I had a simple mind shift and I realized that the problem that I'm trying to solve is not exactly technical. Some of the things can actually be handled on the pitch level also. So if you can sell your simple solution, then you do not need to find a complex solution. Since this is a very important point, let me repeat that again in a different wording. Oftentimes when we think of solutions, we assume that customer will raise these objections, and then we have to have these features in the product to be able to fulfill those objections. So for example, customer will say that, hey, this does not show me analytics and I really need analytics to be able to use this system. And we immediately go back to the product team and we want them to build the analytics before we can sell this product. But actually, if you imagine yourself to be infinitely charismatic, just as an hypothetical exercise, then then maybe there is a way to answer this objection and convince to the customer that no, you do not need analytics to derive the benefits of this product. Yes, having analytics will make it better, but you can still derive a lot of benefits out of it without that feature. And that way you can solve this issue that could have taken another 1 month to implement the feature of analytics by just answering that objection in that moment, in that meeting with the customer. So particularly in my case, I realized that I do not really need to imagine a hypercritical customer, and I'm doing that mistake really because I'm imagining a mass market customer. But as Y Combinator says, we have to really focus on few people who really have a burning pain, because then we can compare our imperfect solution against that burning pain. So even if our solution is imperfect, the pain of using our solution is much lesser than that pain that we are trying to solve with our solution. So far so good, but it is not so easy to find these very specific customers who have this burning pain. So I have some ideas to identify them online and reach out to them, but for now I realized that I am myself that person who has this burning need, and the solutions that I came up with so far are actually very good enough for me. And once I could see it like that, I immediately felt that aha moment that I have already solved the problem. It is good enough for me, and it will be good enough for a lot of other people too who are like me. Of course, there will be in future this problem to solve, how to find these people who are like me, how to identify them, but we'll come to that when the time comes. For now, all that means is that we can move on from this particular obstacle to the next one. And if anyone is wondering, like, wouldn't it severely limit the size of market if we shortlist some customers like that? The answer to that is that I do not indefinitely want to shortlist it. It's just for the time being to get an early traction, to be able to raise funds, and eventually as we have a bigger team, more funds, we will find better solutions to the same problems. But for now, we just need to target the people who have an extreme need for the solution so that they can overlook some of the imperfections.